Thomas Jefferson does not think of the good of the people. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing. Is Jefferson saying a necessity of government is the unhappiness of the people? Jefferson supported the Whiskey Rebellion, putting the self-interest of the people over national security. Is that Thomas Jefferson's definition of Republican virtue? John Adams, on the other hand, puts national security above party politics. In his previous term, Adams resisted the pressure from the Federalists, his own party, to declare war on France. War with France would jeopardize the safety of the American people. Adams put the national safety above the wishes of his party. While doing so, he also retained the dignity of America by refusing to bribe France. Jefferson gives extreme power to the states, and while they do have their own rights, he takes away the authority of the national government, leaving only anarchy. I am not a friend to a very energetic government. It is always oppressive. Then what, Jefferson, was the point of our great Constitution? Adams values a strong centralized government, which still gives some authority to the states. This idea leaves power with the people, but keeps the country unified. The leader of his namesake Jeffersonian party, Thomas Jefferson stubbornly sides with his political affiliation, leaving no room for what is morally right or will have the best consequence for America. As he stubbornly sides with France in any conflict, Jefferson opens the door for the U.S. to be swept up in foreign affairs, inevitably leading to yet another war on American soil. In 1799, Adams again proved party politics did not influence his judgment.
I declare that I am separate from the High Federalists led by Alexander Hamilton.
The High Federalists mocked the attempts of France to reconcile for their bribery. However, Adams accepted the French offers and asked Senate to send a U.S. representative. He then proceeded to fire the cabinet members who did not value the peace between the United States and France. During all of this, Adams showed his ability to separate from party politics when necessary, as well as renounce some ideas of his party that he did not agree with, such as the Federalist distaste for France for the good of the country. It is no secret the U.S. economy is not optimal. John Adams advocates for a centralized economy, giving the government control to lead the country to a prosperous future. The Constitution grants the government power to make these necessary laws, and in such a dire time, the economy is in need of reform. A national bank is the best solution, and John Adams has the capability to stop any potential corruption and protect the people's money. Hamilton also does not have the country's best interest in mind. In the election of 1796, he attempted to rig the voting and convince those whom he had influence on not to vote for Adams. This shows that he is willing to bypass a fair process for his own benefit, and his opinion should not be trusted. He bends the establishment of the nation for his own interests, which do not benefit the people. Contrarily, Adams defended the Alien and Sedition Acts, which protect the safety of people in two ways. The Alien and Sedition Acts value the well-being of the American citizens by allowing the president to expel suspicious enemy foreigners from the country. Furthermore, the acts value domestic security by stating criticism of the government is libel, punishable by fines and imprisonment, therefore protecting the people from violent uprising. Thomas Jefferson puts too much of a burden on the people. It should not be citizens' responsibility to handle affairs that the government should be handling. Adams, on the other hand, believes the people do not have to be concerned with major affairs. He retains the rights of the people by giving them a say in government, but does not trouble them with massive responsibilities. In his last term, Adams proved he has the ability to be a disinterested leader and can put the safety of the country before anything else. A good friend of George Washington's, the great first leader of our great nation, Adams has the support of a man every citizen trusts. Adams is capable of building on George Washington's foundation of a government and making the U.S. one of the most powerful countries in the world. Make the right choice and vote for John Adams. Made possible by Citizens for John Adams.